since we have our location manager start function when we are going to monitor significant location changes, we need a function to stop also monitoring this in case if our user leaves the application or leaves the view, because there is no point of keep monitoring his location and draining his battery. Now let's say private func, and this is gonna be location manager stop. And here basically what we want to do is just to make sure if we have a location manager, location manager is not equals to nil, it means we do have a location manager. I want to say location manager, unwrap this, stop monitoring significant location changes. So this will stop our location manager from monitoring the location changes. And inside our delegate extension here, we just wanted to put one function just in case if our device fails to receive the location, we want to be notified about it. So I will put function did fail with error, and I'm going to just print here, and I'm going to print failed to get location, and let's put our error here with its localized description. So we are notified what's going on with our weather location. Okay, so we have these two functions, and we need another function here for our location part. And this function is going to check if our user has authorization to use the location. So I'm going to say private func, and let's say location auth check. So we want to check if our device has authorization to use the location. And to do this, I'm going to say if cl location manager dot authorization status is equals to authorization when in use, because this is what we have requested from our users. So make sure you don't do authorized always, unless if you have asked for permission to use always the location. So say authorization when you use. So it means that our user has given us authorization to use the location when application is used. Then we want to set our current location to be equals to our location manager. Our current location, remember, this is the coordinates we have. So it's like location coordinates 2D. So we have our latitude and longitude. So we access our location manager. We can unwrap this because we're sure it's not an error nil. Then I will get the location and I will get the coordinates of it. So we have our current location, which is a global variable, and we set our device's current location. And then I want to check if my current location that we set here is not nil. So I say if current location is not equals to nil, because this part will take some time to get the location of the device from GPS coordinates and set this. So by the first run, this should be nil after this line. So we check if our current location is nil. We have an else here. So we are going to set our coordinates. And else if this is nil, what I want to do is to go and check it again until this our device on first run will receive the location, and then we have access to our coordinates. So here basically I'm going to call my location authentication check. And in case if our authorization when in use is not provided to our application, so we say else. What I want to do is to say location manager dot request authorization when in use. So in case our user didn't give us authorization, we come and we check if there is no authorization, so it was disabled from settings. We want to ask our user to give us permission again, because our application really needs the location to show the current weather. And after that, we want to call this location authorization check again. So if our user has given the permission, so we want to go through it, check if the permission was received, and then we set our coordinates. Because if it's not set, we want to ask it all over again until our user gives us permission. So without current location, we cannot proceed and use our application. That's why we are going in a loop until our user provides us authorization, or he can quit the application, because without current location, our application will not be able to work.